Alright, what I have before you today is a High Point CF380, and I'm doing a video request review by a subscriber of mine. Apparently he has one, watches my videos, and asked me to, if I could, do a video on this. So I'm just going to go over some real quick talking points on this gun. And we're going to talk about usage of this gun. What would this gun, where would it fit in the usage? You got CCW, home defense, backup, or shit hits the fan. CCW, yeah, I mean it could fit in there, but you know, with the size, the weight, weapon is clear. Size to weight, you know, 8+1 of an underpowered round, 380. You know, there's better options out there for a little bit more money. But if this is all you had, you know, by all means, yeah. I mean, you carry what you got. House gun, yeah, I would say it'd be a decent house gun. I'll explain a little bit on that, why I think it is. Backup gun, yeah, it would be a good backup gun. Something to throw in your glove box, or kind of in a stash spot, secondary to your primary gun. It would definitely fit that. Shit hits the fan gun, I'm going to say no. And this is why I'm going to say no, is it's only 9 rounds of 380. It's definitely not going to be what, and a shit hits the fan is basically going to be, you know, some kind of battle going on, or, you know, something that you're going to be fighting. And a 380 round is just not what I am going to want to fight with. The lightest round that I would fight with would be 9mm. Plus the weight, hucking it around. So I'm going to take it out of that. Plus just the ammunition is so expensive to try to stockpile. I mean, you can damn near double your round count in 9mm for the price of 380. So now I'm not gonna put it in a shit hits the fan scenario. Firepower, yeah, I mean, I already said that. And 9, you know, rounds of 380. Not that the round count is what's keeping it underpowered. It's the cartridge. The 380 is, I mean, it's a good round in a full metal jacket and a hollow point. I wouldn't run, but it's underpowered. The stopping power is just not there. Some of the features that this gun has, well, I mean, it's a High Point. You know, I mean, it's no different than like the Glock line. If you've seen one High Point, you've seen them all. There's not much, you know, I mean, you got a safety, drop safety, adjustable sights, you know, polymer frame. You know, there's not much to really talk about. Reliability. You know, I have found that the 380s seem to be the most, well, not the most, the 45 is extremely reliable too in the High Point line. The 380 seems to be pretty good, and I think a lot, because of the High Point, their magazines are the issues with these guns. And if you've ever had any High Point magazine apart, you know that they use the same spring from the 380, 9mm, 40, and 45. Same spring in every single magazine that they have. They just cut them different lengths. And I think the reason why the 380s seem to be the most reliable, I mean, I still tune the springs to give them more tension, but I think it's because this magazine was actually designed for the 380, because you do not adjust these feed lips. When you buy these CF380/9mm magazines, them feed lips are set for a 380. And if you adjust them, you will get double feeds. At least from my experience, you will get double feeds, or you will get a 12 o'clock jam where the cartridge is basically straight up in the action and the action slams it shut. So I do not adjust those. I still add attention to the springs. But I think that, and I just do that just to add life to it. But I think that's why these get the reliability. Also the fact of they put a lighter spring in here and they shave this down to make the slide lighter. And I think that adds some reliability to it. Plus the 380, the shape of the bullet is just a really good feeding round. And I think that's where they're getting it. Now I still do the polish the feed ramp and everything, but as far as the mags, I have to do less to the 380 mags. This gun it's not going to be for everybody. It's definitely not for me. And the reason why it's not for me is safe. There you go. That's why this gun is not for me. I got the same gun here, same size, to the point where same round count. Okay. But I got a nano ammo in this one. And 9mm has been through war. It's the sidearms of our military as of right now, the M9. Same round count, higher power, more stopping power. That's not for me. Same thing goes in the bigger line of the high points. I personally don't see what's the point in having, and this is just for me. It's, my opinions aren't the last word, but for me, the 380 and the 40, I could care less. I take the 9 and the 45 all day. I mean, if I'm going to go with a gun that's the same size, I'm going to grab the one that's more powerful. So that's why it's not personally for me. But it don't mean it's not for everybody. And it's almost a shame that the 380 round is so hard to find and so expensive to find, because this gun is funner to shoot than this gun. This one recoils like a 22, in my opinion. I mean, you can literally find target, close your eyes, mag dump, and all you hear is steel ringing the whole time. This one is a little more muzzle flip to it. You have to get a better grip on it, focus in on your follow-up shots, find that front sight again. So it's really a shame that the 380 situation is what it is, because this is funner to shoot. And it's really light recoiling. It's easier to rack the slide on this because it has a weaker spring than what the 9mm does, which they have to do that. So it's a really shame. And back on why I said that this would be an alright home defense gun is because I don't actually own this gun. This was actually bought for my mother. And mainly because she's not a gun owner, or not gun owner, she's not a gun enthusiast like me or probably you. But she knows that she needs a gun in the house, and this was brand new. All the internals are brand new. I went through it, did all the polishing, I fixed the magazines for her, and test fired through it. It works great. And reason why it's something for her is because this wouldn't work out for her. Yeah, I'd rather have her have the 9mm, but this gun recoils a lot harder. This is really soft recoiling gun, and for her being an inexperienced shooter, when she squeezes the trigger on this versus on this, This one's not going to scare her as much as this one is. And how she keeps it is, we'll put one in the chamber and a full mag. Safety's on. She's got it in a holster by the bed. All she has to do is grab it, start shooting. And you know, I mean, inside your house, you're going to be at pretty close quarters. It's going to get the job done. 380 will kill you. I've never heard anybody volunteer to stand in front of a 380 because it will kill you. But there again, you know, this fits her criteria because of how soft it is. It's a little heavier gun, which is going to feel better for her. It has a full grip. It's not a little pocket gun, which actually recoils harder. This fits her criteria. So with that said, I'm going to end the video, and you know, by some of the down stuff that I said about this gun, I'm not taking anything away from it. Not every gun is made for every person. If that was the case, when you went to the gun store, there would only be one gun behind the counter. This is why there's an array of different firearms, just because what's good for me might not be good for you, and vice versa. So that's the CF380, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and Frank, I hope that helped you out, you know, and get you a little review in there. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Thanks.